Hi guys, it's Jess here, and I'm just going to throw together a little update as part of the Let's Rehab series. So those of you who have been following my series will first of all know that I had longer and different coloured hair back when I started that. Basically the Let's Rehab series started when I injured myself 5 months ago. I use it as an opportunity to help others who are injured, offer bits of tips and advice, kind of a look at my week of what I was doing recovery wise, all kind of bits like that, so you can go and check out the other videos. I kind of put a stop to the Let's Rehab series vlogs for a little bit, but I did promise that I would update and check in. So this is my check-in. So today I've got annual leave, and I actually swapped my day off to today because I was able to book in with the orthopedic clinic with regards to my hip. I've had this for 5 months. I've been doing physio for 5 months. I've had heat therapy, cold therapy, hip manipulation, acupuncture. I've seen a chiropractor. I've been back to the podiatrist. I have new insoles, which set me back a decent amount. I've been doing stretching. I've been doing strength and conditioning. I've reduced to gentle cycles. I've had weeks off with no cycles. I've been on and off of ibuprofen and naproxen. Yeah, I've been trying a lot over these last 5 months. So I've kind of reached a point where I've actually made progress. I've been back and forth speaking to physios and people on the phone and emails, and today it's just been really nice to actually see a human person. So when I had the call, the last call to HealthShare, they referred me on to the orthopedic clinic, and when I got the call from the hospital, I was really excited and I thought, this is going to be great, I'm going to be able to get in and then someone's going to be able to look at me. I was a bit disappointed to find out it was a video consultation, but the video consultation today was such a step up because I actually got to look at a human being. And okay, we weren't in the same place, we weren't in the same building, he couldn't physically do any physical exams on me, but it was a lot easier for me to be able to stand up on the camera and show him exactly where things hurt. Yeah, so I had a video consultation today. I basically gave him the history. Fun fact, I now have an ongoing timeline of my pain and my general injury and everything around it, right down to training, pain meds, physio, etc., stuff like that. And the outcome of today is I am being sent for some scans so I can go and have them looked at. The purpose of the scan is to try and rule out... Basically, the purpose of the scan is to try and rule out a stress fracture. I've also been tasked with treating it as though it is, so I need to make a couple of adjustments. I did ask the question, can I still cycle? Because at the minute, the biggest impact I've found being injured is I don't have my usual outlet. My usual outlet for my general mental health is running, and I can feel myself going. And when I've had a bad day, or I'm struggling, or something's really getting to me, running is my coping mechanism. It's my go-to. So not having that has been the biggest issue for me. I had a feeling that would go. But the plus side is I've had a really wonderful coach who's been working with me, and I got started on cycling, and I've been doing a lot more on Zwift, and I've had that as a go-to, which isn't running, and I do find cycling a bit more tedious, but I have still got a benefit from it, which is great. So the plus side is I can still cycle. I do have to monitor it, because we've basically got to go for the idea of reducing the impact load and the weight bearing load as much as possible, to basically pain-free. Well, not pain-free, but basically things that don't cause pain. I mean, if I was pain-free, I wouldn't be having any of these problems because it wouldn't hurt. So I can still cycle provided it doesn't hurt. I can still do the physio provided it doesn't hurt. Basically, I can still do particular exercises provided they do not cause any pain, which is great. So I can still cycle. I do need to make some adjustments, but generally, as a bit of a rule, I can keep things going, which is great. So now I just kind of have to wait. I can do the x-ray this week, so the x-ray is just dropping. So I'm going to try and do that on Friday because I've got another day off. I've got a really soggy face now where the tears are streaming. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do the x-ray on Friday, and then I just have to wait for the letter for the MRI. I mean, it might be that I have these scans and it's not a stress fracture, and then it just kind of takes me back to the point of, okay, if it's not, then what is it? But at the same time, it then kind of rules that out. The only way I can describe it is if I know what's wrong with me, I can accommodate for it. So the perfect example of this is my ankle. I have ongoing problems with my ankle. Anyone who's been following Bikes and Laces for a while will know I've had did not finishes because of my ankle. There's several photos of my beautiful left foot propped up with a bag of peas on and a tea towel wrapped around, where I've sprained it, strained it, knocked it out of place. I'm on first name basis with both podiatrists, and it's actually the point now where I will walk in and say, it's gone again, please can you put it back in, I'm running in 48 hours. And they are fabulous because they do know that I am not ready to give up running. And I'm so passionate about wanting to go and reach goals and do stuff that they know that, you know, I want to do whatever I can to fix it. They've been working really closely with me and they are absolute superstars. But the situation with my ankle, okay, it's ongoing. It might never ever get better. The last final kind of diagnosis on it was a hypermobile ankle. But I know where it is, I know how it works, I know when it's gone, I know when it's close to going, I can monitor it, I can monitor the race, I know where I can put the speed on, where I need to drop the speed off, where I might be getting close to pushing it too far. So I can manage it really well, and being able to manage it has meant that I've been able to actually run further. I can now go about 5 to 6 months between podiatrist visits as opposed to 2 to 3. So there's things improving and I'm trying to offset it because I know what the situation is. The hips are a whole different story because I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what's causing the pain. The initial diagnosis and everything that I did for it should have made it better, but it didn't. So at the minute I'm in the situation where I don't know what's going on with it, I don't know how far I can take it, I don't know what I can do, so I'm trying everything that's set by the GP, the doctors. So the fact that, okay, it was only a video consultation, but it's now a step forward. I still don't know how long it's going to take me to recover, I don't know when I'll be back running again. Ideally I'd like to be running sooner rather than later, however, we have, made sure that all races we've booked in are subject to change. So if I'm not running, we don't do the races. And that might be life for the next couple of months. But yeah, that's kind of where I am. That's the situation I'm at. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave you with this one bit of advice. If you're injured, go and get it seen to. Please go and get it seen to. If you are injured and you don't know what it is, go and get it checked out. Go and get it seen to by a professional and don't just keep running on it. I need to go and do myself a cup of coffee now because I just feel so overwhelmed and I'm probably going to cry again in a minute. So let's end that right here.